it's already an accepted fact that women and girls are differentially and disproportionately impacted by climate change. We don't have to make the argument anymore, because even the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the IPCC, has in its report confirmed that women and girls are impacted differently by the nature of their first of all, there are gender stereotypes which make them, which constrain their actions. For example, they can't go out without men with them. So when disaster strikes, they're confined in where they have to be confined instead of saving themselves. Sometimes they are unable to because they are not trained to swim. They're expected to be at home and take care of the children, of the elderly. So all of these constraints just limit women's mobility and therefore increases the casualties for them when disasters strike. And I think this has already been established, so we know that there is a gendered impact of climate change. The response, therefore, is to take these gender differences into account. We also know that aside from the differential impact on women, we also know that women are natural actors, natural responders. They know their environment. They are the ones who have close interaction with nature in terms of their role in providing for food, for fuel, for the water and sanitation of their households and their communities. So because of this close interaction with nature, they are also naturally thinking about sustainability. They're naturally thinking about what the impacts are for them and for their families if they don't take care of nature. So that they have traditional knowledge, they have solutions, they have leadership, and if we recognize that they have this knowledge and they can make solutions that are good for nature, good for the communities, good for themselves, good for all the people not just men, but the children and men and women, then we bring on board a solution that is actually very inclusive and something that's that will take account of this rich knowledge of women. It's also very important for us to consider that while we know that women and men are differentially impacted by climate change, decision making are made by men, and we've just received some recent figures that in the environment, in the field of environment and finance, we have only about 12% of environment ministers and finance ministers who are women. So you see that imbalance, and this is the reason why we need to still make a lot of effort to realize the goal of gender balance. And although that is not the only solution, that is one of the solutions, because it's a matter of inclusivity, it's a matter of women's rights to be on the same decision-making table as men on issues that impact them.